Hello to the gamers. If you weren't privy to it, why has there been no Slay the Spire for like 2 or 3 days? I got norovirus. No, that's when you know the virus, the hot food in out the oven. You know what I'm talking about. So I just wasn't like in the mood. To be honest with you, I wasn't in the mood to play much Slay the Spire, and certainly not to talk and take a break every 15 minutes to pause the video to have to go to the bathroom. But we are back now. But I did play a lot of Slay the Spire like in my downtime. So now I gotta check. I gotta see what the last Ascension I beat was. Hurt Me More was published 2 days ago. It's a win. And first, I gotta watch an ad of my own video. Oh, look, he looks so full-faced. He hasn't lost 6 pounds on the toilet and then had to eat McDonald's 6 times just to get his calories back up. Okay, let me see. This was Ascension 6. Wow, I was cooking while I was sick, man. Because I think I've got it up to Ascension 10 unlocked at least. So we should be on 7 now. Okay. Having a good time, though. I think they're all great options. I'm going to be a very simple man. 8 max HP to start the deck on 8 cards. I like it right off the bat because we're drawing Bash more often, or perhaps maybe an easier way to think about it. We're much more likely to draw it on turn 1 when it's at its most meaningful. And whatever cards we add early are substantially more impactful. Dude, dropkick Bash with only 9 cards in the deck? I'm going to ignore that, though. Dropkick Bash with 9 cards in the deck is a very interesting situation. I'm thinking, like, what if you got... We need a lot more to get it going, to be fair. But what if we got, like, a couple of true grits so we could exhaust cards that we wanted to exhaust? And then... get the deck nice and thin, keep the enemies persistently vulnerable, drop the drop kicks on them non-stop. I think there's a lot to like there. Sever Soul, just a great attack. Just happy to have it, honestly. It will exhaust all of our defense. Well, I can't go for that. No can do. But I appreciate where your head's at. Don't get me wrong. But I do want to avoid, and it's just something I slip into by accident now and then, but probably take a Flame Barrier too. Yeah, it's just a good card. We shouldn't be theming our entire deck probably around the first card that we get, especially if it's a dropkick. You might be able to do it if it's something a little bit more run defining, like maybe a good Whirlwind or something like that. And of course, you never know if you're able to get a like a Bludgeon or something like that, or even, I don't know, Perfected Strike, Searing Blow, but probably Dropkick is a little too much, too optimistic. I kind of like Bloodletting as a card. We got the ability to heal anyway with Burning Blood. It would be silly if we didn't take advantage of it. Better Dropkick is pretty low priority. Maybe start Sever Soul, and the Dropkick is like a nice to have. Because I said I want to avoid falling victim to that same trap I fall into all the time, but I'm kind of like just falling into it anyway. 37, let's leave you on 37. It'd be great to get a Sever Soul. Sever Soul plus Bloodletting is like it's an unbelievable draw. Really appreciate it, thank you. I like a second wind. I think it helps us not only get block, but also get that drop kick setup going. Although it's against these guys, it's not going to be that high priority. I feel like we're in a good spot here early on. I guess we do have like no... Yeah, it's going to exhaust second wind, but we have no means of doing AoE damage. So like this fight specifically is going to be kind of annoying, but... I mean, it wouldn't be the first time I've been a little bit annoyed, I guess. That's a safe trade in this house. I mean, I've been annoyed today. I was playing Mario Party today. It's a game that makes it fun to be annoyed. Usually not that fun to be angry, though you wouldn't know it from people's behaviors online. But Mario Party, it makes it fun to be a little bit upset, right? A little bit indignant. It's like a release valve for your intrusive thoughts. Why are you talking like the Joker? He's sort of an evil person. Blood Vial. Okay. Don't dislike it. Rage. Armaments. I do tend to like having one armaments. At least. Because, well, usually just one, I guess. But it's such an obvious upgrade target because it also upgrades like 4+ cards every time you play it. So, it's kind of a gimme. This is a horrendous first turn, man. I'm not gonna... Well, you know what? I am gonna second wind. We don't want to draw blocks because we don't want to play blocks against this guy. Now, I will play one block against this guy. In spite of what I just said, but I really wanted the upgraded bash so that we had extra vulnerability. I'll be simple with you. It's gonna hurt a little bit, but we should probably have you next turn. That's not a bad amount of HP to be spending on this guy. Giria. I do tend to like Reaper, but it's a really good card. The only thing is, I mean, it's great. You gotta take it. You gotta take it. I wanted to go Giga Chad mode and not take it, but I don't think it's the right play. Let's get some lifting, man. We could actually build around Reaper. Reaper plus, like, strength is very nice. I mean, we just have a good thing going, to be honest with you. Is anybody dying? I don't believe so. So, let's just exhaust that card. And we should be relatively fine against the boss. I don't think we have any, like, unique reason that we would be unable to stand up to the boss. And we could always save a Reaper to use after it splits, but probably it won't hit. I don't know why I'm talking so, like, such a nerd. It's just because I've been away for a bit. I do like these cards. I'm wary about having, like, a few too many 2-cost cards in the deck right now. Disarm isn't great against the slime, but it does tend to be really good on the next floor, so I'll take that instead of the Shockwave, but it was not an easy choice, necessarily. We should be looking for more, like, multiple hit attacks, probably, too. And keep the second wind out there. But the idea of, like, a bash vulnerable, like, pseudo-infinite is very tempting. Question is, I think that's 10. I guess I would Bloodlet and hit you. That puts you on 82, which is a great place for you to be. And the disarm is just because, like, I just want to get it out of my deck, to be honest with you. When you hit me, you're going to take 6. 6 will take you to 76, which is totally fine. And then next turn, hopefully we can go crazy on you. It's a pretty good drop kick, man. Draw trash. We drew trash. This is good. I think we couldn't have asked for the order of things to be much better than this. I don't really care about being frail. I do care about being weak. 16 will take you to 18. I think I'd rather, believe it or not, I'd rather simmer on that, because if I could get you under 10, then an explosive potion just ruins your life and the lives of all of your progenitors. I think I got it backwards, but that at least wipes you. And then, oh no, your life is in a very bad spot, my friend, because we just hit you with the Wombo combo. And then literally anything finishes the job. Okay, very, very nice. Very nice start. Flex Potion, Impervious Reaper, Corruption. Corruption, great card that I don't love. But I think I could be persuaded here, actually. We don't need Dead Branch to make it work. It comes pre-upgraded thanks to Frozen Egg. Whenever you lose HP, draw. I guess the question is, do we have energy problems? And the answer is, like, if we do, I'm not sure that any of these other ones really solve it. I do like the transform and upgrade. This is pretty good too, though. That's pretty good. I'm gonna take. Kind of meant to take Astrolabe on that one, but that's okay. Actually, now that I think about it, this is not me doing like a post hoc rationalization. That was probably the right call because we get more expensive cards, which expensive skills are great to have with corruption. The fact that we got some cards that pair nicely with strength is just like a bonus, I guess. So let's try to hit this shop so we can exercise a little more control over our deck. So let me see what the heck we're cooking. What are we doing here, man? Nobody knows. I will bash, and I mean, for a little HP loss, sure. I'm happy to at least take your strength down. That'll help me out a little bit. I don't know. It's a much different run than it was like a minute ago. That's for sure. I think you have to play Corruption. And then you can play one of the remaining cards. You probably play Inflame because we have a pummel in the deck. And it frickin' showed up, man. You'll exhaust one card and give us 3 block. This does 27 damage. This does 37 damage. Okay. I'm losing a lot of health on my own terms, I guess. Reaper will heal us for 9. Dropkick finishes the job. That went okay, but it was a little sketchy. Like, it went okay, but it dipped down before it came out on the other side of okay. I was kind of hoping to see, like, Corruption. Or, yeah, Corruption, but... I mean, Armaments will make you do 42 damage. Which makes me think that with this, I can take it up to 47. 49! Even better, man. So let's get you. Let's get you. And then Pummel will deal 40. I mean, let's just finish the job, man. While we're here, we take 6, but we heal 6 after finishing the fight anyway. So I'll take that as a positive. Exhausted cards draw. I know it seems like it works well with Corruption, and it probably can, but I don't think we need it here. But I do think we need this. Necronomicon, please. And Caridian could be crazy. Could be crazy. Could be crazy good. I think Corruption Calipers is like, and don't get me wrong, I love Incense Burner too, but I think Corruption Calipers is like how you win the game. Because now we can take every block card that shows up, play it, and like have a hope of keeping that block going long term, instead of just like yeeting it for one turn and then whatever you get, you get. What do we not like in this deck? It's a tough choice. I kind of like almost everything we've got. Give me a... I think we could do better with like a Liquid Memories. Can I just... I thought I could maybe buy out the stock here. Well, I don't want Shame, so let's see. I think this is great, though. I think this is a great setup. And Calipers... I'd love to take like Impervious now, if we got the chance. Give me upgraded cards. Shockwave. This can at least ice you. Bloodletting. It would be nice if you were dead too. It's a huge overkill, but so be it. You gotta bear with me. It's gonna take me a minute to figure out how to pilot the deck. And do we want to play... Yeah, I wasn't 100% convinced, but yeah, I think we want to play Corruption. But you need this. We love this. We were waiting for a turn like this to pop Reaper. I mean, we're going to play, like, everything. I've exhausted all of my cards. I wasn't even paying attention. I'd like to apologize for that. Let's start with a Sword Boomerang first. I'm out of energy, but we have lots of block. Okay. And we're at full HP. So, I mean, I think we're doing something right, man. Life comes at you fast, but... easy enough, I suppose. How about you give me, like, an Entrench? Or, if not an Entrench, how about, Impervious. Limit Break. I I mean, we got to be honest, right? Limit break's kind of good. We're already, we're about to be on 3 strength. Did it come pre-upgraded? No, okay. Well, we got a lot of elite fights coming up, so get ready, kid. Let's do Combust. Shockwave. Second Wind gives us 5 block. It's a little not that good, but all right. I could live with the damage we're taking on turn 1. Turn 2, we ruin your life with the Limit Break Reaper. How about Corruption? Offering. Armaments. Limit Break. Okay, now we're talking. Reaper will heal us for like 36. So we're back to full. This is going to do like 45 damage. Let's use it on the one with the... It's a little bit more dangerous, I think. And then this should generate enough block for us to carry some over next turn. Okay, so I'm starting to develop a sense for what the run is. It's awesome that we have lots of strength. So it's kind of like, ooh, Sharon's Ash is interesting. It's kind of a limit break driven run. Fossilized Helix kind of goated too, although I do hurt myself a lot, but... With my cards! Reddit cares with my cards! It's a run where we kind of deliberately accept that we're going to lose HP at the start of it, and the trade-off is that we make our HP back with like a high-strength Reaper afterwards, I think. This is good. We certainly like this. We like this. We like this. Disarm yourself now. Had to use it on you. You're gonna die ambiently to something. I don't know what it's gonna be. Maybe we'll draw like a curse or something. Every time we play a skill, we'll do 3 damage to everything now, which is crazy tech. We could play a Reaper. We don't have to play a Reaper, but I guess we might as well play a Reaper. It exhausts as well. This does a lot of damage. I mean, just the fact that we're able to get through these elite fights, I really should have played those in a different order, but no big deal, I guess, is a great sign. Gremlin Horn's helpful. I mean, Spot Weakness is helpful, but I feel like it's because we're starting at 3 strength already. We just want to draw Limit Break more often, so maybe like a Battle Trance to get the draw more frequently is more advantageous. I do feel like we should always start offering, because getting that early corruption, like, it can really change the timbre of the game. I mean, armaments. Shockwave. Might as well Bloodlet, why not? Bludgeon does 52 damage. Gremlin Horn comes through in the clutch. Oh, you shouldn't have. Oh, man. And then this is going to exhaust like 6 cards. And we're still going, apparently. Okay, go for it, man. It never ends. I guess I'll just leave you right there. And then wait a minute, does corruption make my dream come true then? We're basically in the position where the only cards we have left are Dropkick and Bash, man, and then we go infinite. We might have achieved my goal accidentally. It sounds crazy. Like, normally I could see this being amazing. I just don't think we need the bites right now. We don't need to thicken our deck with bad attacks. There is a problem with corruption. It'll make Limit Break exhaust, but I think I'm just choosing to not see it. I'm choosing to not care. Yeah, it doesn't bother me. Give me a better offering instead. We could always not play corruption, but I don't think that's gonna happen. Let me think about this. We can't get enough cards to draw off of Ink Bottle. So I think we'll just leave it like that. Bludgeon, Limit Break, Second Wind. I mean, a Limit Break is very nice to have. And then maybe like a power through just into a Second Wind. We'll kill one with Sharon's Ashes, which gives us extra energy thanks to Gremlin Horn. And like, don't forget about the block as well, of course. But okay, finally, Corruption into Flame Barrier, into Battle Trance. We don't have to play Offering if we don't want to. We could, but we don't have to. You're doing like nothing, so what do I care? I do worry like that this run might be amazing on hallway fights, but garbage on the boss, but that's a pretty good card, honestly. I guess we'll see that's the only thing I can really say about that is we'll see. Maybe Limit Break, I don't know, it depends. We could always just delay playing Corruption. I mean, I guess that's what I always forget, but is actually like exactly what we should be doing. So let's, I mean, I guess I would bash Dropkick first, pretty much no matter what. And then whatever we play next, we're going to draw. Just give me the block. I mean, I don't love seeing the wounds up there, but I have a feeling we'll be able to exhaust them. I don't really want to exhaust these cards, I'm sorry to say. What do I like to do? It's a bit bold, and it is exhaustible. You know what? Actually, I think we could totally exhaust them. We don't need the Corruption. We don't need the Shockwave. We're going to have a thin deck anyway. Keep the bashes coming. Do the damage that way. I think it makes more sense. Okay, now, Offering, very important here. Armaments, everything. Definitely Bloodletting. 8 energy. Holy, man. We have 2 pummels. I think it would be good to, like, what is that, 80, 70 damage? So we could do 140 damage with the pummels. Plus we draw. Plus the Sharon's Ashes. I mean, the thing is that we could have waited until we were stronger. But that comes with the cost as well, because he might start hitting for like 50 or 60 at that point. When really all we need to do is give you a little bit of time. You take like a turn off to purge your debuffs, and then if I could just hit you with like 2 attacks next turn that aren't pummels, you probably die. It's a roundabout way of me saying like I'm not sure there was a way to play that one wrong, the way that we set it up. I mean, Juggernaut can be good, don't get me wrong. Double tap. I mean, these could all... I would be happy to add them all. You're very tempting as well. Let me hydrate here for a second. This is a thinker's situation, because it's not necessarily like a Juggernaut build. If anything, like, we live or die based on how frequently we draw Limit Breaks. So let's take Brutality to draw it faster. And, I mean, I'm just going to say something. I think we're kind of cooking on 3 energy. I don't think we need a Philosopher's Stone. I think that puts us at greater risk. Coffee Dripper we could probably live with, but it is a slightly higher risk if things go wrong. I've decided Coffee Dripper is actually great here. And you know what? We're not really anti-Timekeeper here, except like conceptually I hate everything he stands for, but ignoring that, like, I don't think we're uniquely bad against him. Okay, so let's stay frosty here. Start with the Battle Trance. None blocks is like, it's some nasty work, man. I mean, I would like to play that. Obviously, we have 1 artifact. So I think I can kill you. That is nice. And now things become very tricky. Please have some blocks out here. That's pretty bad. And this is just not an amazing situation for a guy like me, but we take 7 damage. That's not that bad, but we really need to get like... This is more the hand that I was looking for, man. Like some cards we can actually play. That's a novel situation. Offering. Offering is like, I'd rather not if I don't have to. And I don't have to. That went totally fine. Just the first turn drawing no blocks was like a nightmare. I just don't think we need Heavy Blade. I think we got a great thing going as is. Now here, I think if the fight is slow, we have like a flow chart. What a beautiful game that we're compelled to construct this on the fly, man. We have a flow chart. If the fight is short, play Corruption and play it as early as you get it. If the fight is long, exercise some restraint. You may never need to play it at all. Now let me see, you're doing 9 damage. This does 52. You get out of there. No draw, of course, but that's okay. Let's play that, and you're also dead. Okay. Sounds great to me. I mean, this couldn't have been easier, really. Timekeeper, Timekeeper. I was thinking about how I get it over on Timekeeper. I don't have an answer for you. I see the power of Sentinel, for sure. I'm just not sure we need the energy, but I guess it'll be like 3 damage to all units extra. Yeah, I guess we'd be happy to have it. That might be the first time I've deliberately taken that card. And I'm being very sincere. Okay. Starting with an attack in hand is a big deal. But what attack? I mean, Bludgeon's kind of a gimme. But then also, we're 3 strength up. So a Pummel, assuming it was upgraded, would do 5 damage, would do 25 damage for 1 energy, which is crazy talk. I think we gotta but then a Pummel does so much better later. Okay, let's put a Bludgeon in hand. We don't really have that many attacks in our deck. Which is why Limit Break is like the most important card for us by far. Berserk, 2 turns of vulnerability is a little rough for a guy like me. 35 damage. We gotta amp up those numbers. 38 damage, now we're talking. One turn of vulnerability burns. Why not? 75 damage. That's kind of a lot, brother. It's kind of more than I anticipated, but that's all right. Okay. It'd be nice to wait for Reaper until it gets a chance to come around one more time. Pummel basically ruins your life. Disarm is not going to affect us too much, but Shockwave probably will. Second Wind, no, you don't need it. Okay. So we should leave this fight at full HP or maybe like 1 or 2 down thanks to Offering. But it should be like, it should be pretty close to full, that is. If, I don't know, maybe we get the perfect combo. Maybe this guy could just be dead. There's always that, right? Sounds like kind of a pipe dream right now, but we're only like 6 limit breaks away from having 999 strength or something. There's a little back of the napkin calculation. It might not be 100% apt, but 2 turns left. We should play Reaper. Just get out in front of it. Sever Soul. You all laughed at me for saying we might be able to kill this guy, but we're going to be like 1 turn too late to kill him, but we certainly were not off by much, man. Even still, like, I'm trying to crunch the numbers to see if I can do it, because I know we're about to draw wounds. Oh, because I got rid of Limit Break because I played Corruption. All right, okay. Oh, you piece. we were knocking, man. Okay. Upgrade. You gotta upgrade Bludgeon. That's a given. And I think we should, like, we should Elite Hunt, man. Why not? I think we're in a good position for it. Brutality, that's a given. Bloodletting, probably a given as well. Little overkill, but never hurt anybody. Huge. Got very nice bash. Disarm would have gone crazy there too, but I'm hoping to get like a little drop kick synergy going at some point. Maybe you never know. A little, hang on, maybe an armaments first, and then a drop kick. We can't really draw anything off of it. That's okay. Don't need to play Reaper, so let's get this out here. A little extra energy. Don't mind if I do 21 damage. You're doing 24. What do I... Look, we could beat you 6 different ways. We could play exhaust cards. We could play attacks. We could let you beat yourself up. I think it's probably corruption time, right? We lose limit break, but we don't care because you're killable as is. Huge card for a guy like me. Reaper gets us right back. Sharon's ashes are ruining your life. You can see the soul leaving your body. Bottled tornado. You don't really need a whirlwind. Pretty tempting though. Bottled tornado. Early corruption. It's tough because early corruption is like, it's great on hallway fights, and I think it's trash on the boss. Maybe trash is not the right word. But we do have some hallway fights still available. It's probably better than just gaining 3 strength for no reason. We just choose not to play it then. That seems totally fine. I don't even know what we're upgrading right now at this point, to be honest. Ceramic fish. Kind of a nothing burger relic, maybe, but... You know what would be crazy? And we've been waiting a long time for it. If we could get... Demon form. This changes everything here. If we could get demon form from Enchiridion on the Timekeeper, like it might be over already, but it's never been more over than if we happen to get the demon form. Huge. Look, are you seeing this? Dude, Sharon's ashes is like, it's soloing. We might not even need to play anything for all. Like, are you dead? You're dead? You didn't even do anything. Nobody got to do anything that turn. Sure. I mean, if we're going to be exhausting some blocks, we're going to need more. We're about to get extra draw. Flame Barrier, that's a good one. Second Wind doesn't do anything. Okay. You don't always get the dream first turn. This run, I'm just leveling with you. I feel like a little bit out of my wheelhouse. Even though everything's going like really, really well, I do feel like I've lost tether with like the theme of what makes this run good. All I'm doing is playing my cards. And it's working, so I'm certainly not upset. But I am a little bit confused about what I'm doing. Like, I feel like I'm just playing cards. It's that sort of game, to be fair, but let's not and say we did. I'll fight you, though. I don't see why. I'm coming for you. I'll legal-like. We'll do it on your terms. Okay. Sorry, I'm stimming. Sure, double brutality. Do we want corruption? I think we do want corruption, but it's tough because I also want to play a bludgeon. But we could play a bludgeon later. Play your corruption now. Happy to see it. Not the best use of fossilized helix, but it's okay. One of these. You can't draw after we play Battle Trance, so you gotta... this is what I was waiting for, though, was a chance to, like, play Shockwave for value, so we won't play an Offering this turn. We really shouldn't play much. So let's not. I'm not going to play Second Wind because then it gets rid of our Offering. We might be thrilled to have that Offering at some point. We will play our Limit Break. Now that's exhausted. I'll probably Bloodlet you too because we're about to get more draw. I guess I should have Inflamed before the Limit Break. It's not, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. You're done, right? You're done. Very easy fight. White Beast statue. You gotta take the Demon. I really want Entrench too, man, but I think you just gotta... It's gonna be like a bit of a race, and that's fine. Rupture doesn't seem like it does enough for me. You never know, man. A colorless card? I don't know. Is there a potion I'd like to see? Actually, well, with Reaper, we probably don't need a blood potion. Would you rather have 4-plated armor or vulnerability on demand? I think we're pretty happy with what we got, honestly. In that case, we'll just get 2 skills upgraded, even though I'm kind of pessimistic it's going to be that relevant. All right, let's see. We cruised through the run so far. Let's see if we got a gimme against the Timekeeper. Fair to say we did not get the power we were hoping for. But it is nice to have Fossilized Helix for a big attack turn. That doesn't really bother me. You need to play Limit Break. Now, let me see here. 6 turns remain. Vulnerability is kind of like necessary. Don't play your pummels yet. They'll be worth more later. 3 more cards. I mean, I would Shockwave, Bloodletting, and then play like basically anything. We have way more than 2 energy. We have 3 energy. At least this keeps some block for us next turn. Okay, so I think we got a beautiful setup. This is very nice. This is very nice. And that's a pretty simple turn, but I'm very pleased with it. Now, just draw a Limit Break as much as you can. That's not as early as I'd like to see it. How about a Flame Barrier? I know this sounds kind of insane. I feel like you just pass turn. Like we can now slow play you because every time we draw Limit Break, our strength essentially doubles. So I can slow play you as long as I still have block holding on. Like Limit Break. We have 6 cards. Okay, play Bloodletting, then Armaments for a nice buff. We have a Reaper ready, but we don't have to play it yet. We'd like to play 4 cards here. We could play 1. I mean, that's 200 damage. I guess we could just kill you. There is that. All right, all right. Well, 1,164 damage. That was easy enough. We're back. Thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. It's a great deal. Feels good to be back. I'm going to record another one this afternoon, and I'll see you then. Later.